Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Sabrina and today we're going to be creating the makeup look that you guys would have just seen. It is a half skull makeup look and I really wanted to do this because I was sent a wig by Eva Hair and it's this amazing bubblegum ombre pink wig, and I really wanted to do a Halloween makeup look to match the wig. This is my first time ever creating anything like a skull. I have done a clown Halloween look before, which if you haven't seen I will link it down below for you guys to check out, but this is my first attempt ever doing a skull makeup tutorial, so I hope that you guys do enjoy it and it should be really easy to achieve. Just to save time, I have gone and put on some foundation and done my eyes off camera so that we can focus on the actual skull part of the makeup. But I will link another video if you do want to see kind of how I do my makeup on a daily basis. And if you want to see an eye makeup look like this, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to do that for you guys. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is this Snoozeroo. This is just some like face paint and I think they specifically use it for clown makeup, but today we're going to be using it to create the base of the skull. There's going to be less talking in this video in comparison to usual, obviously just because I do want to focus and give you guys the best skull look that I can do. I did have a little sponge but I somehow lost the sponge. So I'm just using a foundation brush, which to be fair works okay. It's not amazing, it's not ideal. If you guys do hear a sound in the background, it might be my heater because it's freaking like 1 degree in the UK today. So I just wanted to stay alive, stay warm. It is a lot easier to do the white part first, including like the areas where the teeth are, just because it's a lot easier to put like the black on top of the white than the white on top of the black. I'm very shortly, oh yes, just got that all in my hair. Wow, look at that guys. I was just about to say I'm shortly going to change onto the smaller side of the brush and I think I should look to doing that pretty soon. Okay, now that I've got the base of the skull, I'm just going to go ahead and actually fill this in. I'm going to fill in the nose, the basic smile lines, and start heading towards doing the jaw outline as well as the teeth. I'll just zoom you guys in a little bit. I will link all the products that I use down below for you guys. For the initial outline, I've just started using a little bit of this Rimmel Wonder Swipe liner and shadow. I just thought that this would be something that would be easy to correct if I made a mistake. It's pretty light and so that's pretty much why I wanted to use it. Now I'm just going to go over using this now that I've got the outline, just to darken it right up. Oh guys, I'm nervous, Okay, so there is going to be the base of the nose. Once that's a little bit more dry, I'm going to fill that in with the pink shades. Then I'm going to start drawing in the smile, and for that I'm just going to be using some of this smoky 2-in-1 gel liner from the Body Shop. I'm going to use the same liner to outline just around the eyes of the mask. I will also show you guys a couple of the images that I have used for inspiration for this look. And like, it really doesn't matter if everything isn't perfect with this, because with a lot of it you can shade it out a little bit more, and that actually helps the skull to look like more natural instead of just a solid white. Next we're going into the part that I'm the most nervous about, which is actually drawing in the shape of the jaw. Oh my word guys, wish me luck. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Oh my word guys. Okay, that part was, I'm glad it's over pretty much. I found that part to be quite hard. What I'm going to do now is just darken up these lines with the same pen that I've used here, and then I'm going to start shading in these little areas with some of the blue black color, and then I'm also going to go on top of that with the pink. Guys, this is making me nervous. To darken these bad boys. Okay, and now I'm just going to take that same black shade that I had before. I'm going to start with this one just to shade close to the lines, and then I'm going to move on to a slightly different kind of a brush. I just wanted to try to look like this just to like show that you don't also need a lot of nearly messed. You don't need a lot of fancy makeup to do a lot of these looks. What the hell have I made? Just slowly building up the colors. I think that's the best way to do it, slowly but surely, to build them up rather than going in with too much at once. That just leaves so much room to kind of fix it up if you make a little bit of a mistake. I mean, they're not perfectly equal, but I'll take it. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to start putting in a little bit of the pink color, and I'm going to be using some of this bright pink shade from the Glitter Junkie palette from Primark, and I'm just going to put some setting spray onto my brush just to help the colors blend nice and easily. Gonna go and fill in the nose now because it's so tempting and I really want to do it now. I will move on to the teeth after the nose, and I'm thinking we need to get some like awesome glitter or something going on here. I'm just using that same setting spray and the same pink shade from the Glitter Junkie palette. Then what I'm also going to do for the nose is I'm ever so slightly going to blend the pink shade in together with the purple liner, because that is actually a blendable eyeliner, so I'm just going to fuse them together a little bit. Then on top of this, I'm just going to get some glitter going to match the eyes. I'm going to start off with a drop of this topper. This is a Barry M holographic eyeshadow topper. Because I don't want to put this entire thing onto my nose, I'm just going to put a little drop like this onto my hand, and then I'm going to use my finger to just dot it onto the nose carefully. That looks dope. You know, I'm actually kind of tempted just to leave it like that. I think I'm going to leave it like that for now, and I'll potentially add glitter at the end. I think that looks pretty sweet. Just going to build up that pink shade ever so slightly more. And what I'm actually going to do is mix this pink with this blue, which you can clearly see that I've done before. Mix those two together just to kind of deepen the shapes of the jaw. Ever ever so slightly running that pink along the edge. Just help make it look cohesive. Sweet, now I'm going to start moving on to around about the teeth portion of the look. What you're going to want to do is just basically follow the actual shape of your teeth. So where you imagine your shapes of your teeth to be, just drawing the outlines of those and kind of rooting them off at the top and not making them perfect lines. That'll just help them to make them look a little bit more realistic, and just carrying it on a little bit further down the actual jawline. To do this, again, I'm going to be using this brush. Whoa, mayday, eyeshadow leaving the area. I'm going to be using this brush again, which is actually from the Body Shop, if I didn't mention that. And I'm just going to be dipping it into this black eyeliner. It kind of has a little bit of the blue on it anyway, so that just brings the two colors together. And as you can see, I'm just taking the teeth out into the actual jawbone. I've done the lines slightly more prominent than I probably would have wanted. What I'm just going to do now is just ever so slightly shape the teeth more round. I'm just going to whiten up some of the teeth area ever so slightly, and then I'm going to go in back with that same eyeliner color and a smaller brush just to shade in. Next, I'm going to take this really super small brush and just shade in between the teeth, again using this little black eyeliner. Okay guys, I would definitely say that the teeth is the hardest part. I think this kind of looks okay. It's not amazing. I'm not really too happy with the sides, but I think for first attempt I will settle for this. What I'm just going to do now is a little bit of shading into the actual area of the skull, just using a little bit more of that pink tone and a slightly bigger brush. So just taking this same little color from the Primark palette, and I'm just going to blend that ever so slightly into the white to give it some shading, and then I'm going to come and give that a little bit more definition. I'm going to take quite a bit of that pink and just put it underneath the chin area. I feel like this just helps bring the look together, and it also gives you that a little bit of that dead effect that we are after. Probably could have used a better brush for this, but I'm a lazy ass bitch. Then I'm just going to slightly, ever so slightly bring it up onto the actual face, but not a lot. Just giving it a little bit of some more dimension. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that bluish shade that we used before from the palette, which was this color, and shade it on top of the pink just to give it that extra definition. To do this, I'm just going to use a little eyeshadow brush. I think that'll help us be a little bit more precise. And then just again with that blue. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit more of that holographic color that I had, and I'm going to put it into the corners here because I really like the shade of it, and I don't think I'm going to be using any glitter. I prefer just this. I think with these sides it might be okay for me just to pop it straight on. This look is mostly inspired by another YouTuber called Crispy, who did a similar kind of a tutorial on her channel. I think it might have been last year. So this look was inspired by her, and in line with that we're going to do some of the cracks on the chin, which she also does in her tutorial. To do this I'm just going to start with that really small brush that we used to fill in the black of the teeth again, and I'm basically just going to bring some of this onto the chin. I think this just helps make it look a little bit more creepy, almost like little veins. Not really too happy with this little crack over here. It's slightly too dark, so I'm just gonna see if I can just smudge it down a little bit. So I'm not really that happy with the little one on the chin, so I'm just gonna take some white and go next to it ever so slightly. Just before I put on the wig, I'm just going to touch up with a little bit of highlighter and a little bit more like blusher on the top of the head. It hasn't turned out exactly how I wanted it, but I feel like for a first attempt I'm pretty happy with this. The veins don't look great. Just popping on some highlight, gotta get that highlight. Oh yeah. A little bit more. A little bit more on the head. And then I'm just going to grab a little bit of bronzer. I'm just taking the one from this Primark face palette. Bronzing that up before we put on the wig. Now, this is going to be the first time that we ever put on a wig, so you guys have got to bear with me. I'm going to put my hair up tight and put it into the cap, and then we're going to clip the wig on. Okay guys, so this is the amazing wig from Eva. I will leave all of the details about this wig linked. Hello. I will leave all of the details about this wig linked down below. It is really, really nice. Like, it's really beautiful. The curls are really nice. I love the way that the hair looks. This is my first time putting on a wig, so this is going to be something interesting. I haven't put the hairnet on, which I was thinking maybe, like, you know, I could have done that, but I'm not going to have it on for long. So basically inside, this has got like a lace front. I have trimmed it down. I don't know how well I've trimmed it. And then inside it's got these little clips which you just use to clip the wig into your head. Basically I'm just going to grab this back clip and kind of put onto my head where I think more or less it'll go. Clip that in. Okay. Small mare. There's two other clips inside, which I'm going to try and grab hold of very shortly. We're having a nightmare. Where is my mirror? Okay. I didn't make it quite as tight as I would have wanted it to have been. Sticking in the other clip. Yeah, senorita. Wow, that wasn't really that well applied, was it? So this is how it looks with the wig on. For first time application, I don't think that this is too bad. I really like this wig. It's so long. It makes me wish that my hair was all luscious and long like this. I think that I would have, in hindsight, styled the wig beforehand. Like a little bit with my hands, and just maybe styled it a little bit more and brushed it down at the top before putting it on. And I probably should have put on the wig cap, which I decided not to put on because I'm a lazy ass bitch. I really like this wig, and I would definitely look at getting others for more fun looks. And I will definitely learn how to put this on in a little bit of a better fashion, and maybe I will show you guys a tutorial on how I put my wig on, or what I find is the easiest way to put it on. So this is the finished tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed that and that you find it easy if you recreate this skull makeup look. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to join the Sab fam if you want to be part of our little crew over here. Happy Halloween to all of you angels, and until the next video, love you so much. Bye!